Namaste yogis, welcome. Thank you for being here with me today. Let's go ahead and start in a nice comfortable seat. Please find your sits bones. Just gonna take a nice deep inhalation and lift the shoulders all the way up to the ears and exhale and soften. Let it go and see if you can sit tall, but not really tense. So we wanna find a sense of awareness, uplifted, seated position without being uptight or tight or contracted. And then close your eyes if you feel comfortable, please. Allow your hands to rest comfortably on top of your knees. Notice the sensations in the body. Notice your breath. See if you can really begin to notice your breath all the way from the top of your inhalation, from the moment it starts, all the way to the top of the inhalation, through the entire cycle, and then down to the exhalation, to the bottom of the exhalation, and end the exhalation. See if you can follow your breath all the way from the beginning of the breath cycle to the end of it. And then even noticing the pause or a gap after your exhalations before you begin the next inhale. And then as you're ready, just blink your eyes open, please. If you're sitting on anything, please move it to the side for now. Even blocks, move it to the side for now. And then you're gonna come lying down on your back. So bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor, come all the way down your back, bring your right knee to your chest, interlace your fingers around the right shin, and then rotate that right ankle one direction and rotate it the opposite direction. We're gonna do a really nice, rejuvenating, refreshing exercise, so to speak. So really waking up through all the joints, freeing any sort of tension we might be holding on all the joints. And then take your hand behind you in your hamstring, your right hamstring, extend the right leg up, point the toes, and then as you exhale, bend the knee, flex the foot, and draw the knee to your chest. So we're going to do this kind of nerve gliding a couple of cycles. Inhale, stretch the legs up towards the ceiling, point the toe, flex the foot, bend the knee, bring it to your chest on your exhalation. And continue with your own breath. Inhale, lengthen the leg, point the toes towards the ceiling. Exhale, flex the foot, bend the knee, draw it to your chest. And let's do two more. Inhale. And exhale as you bend the knee, bring the heel down, bring the knee to your chest. And once again, inhale, extend the leg out, point the toe, and exhale, bend the knee and bring it to your chest. And then pause here. Take your right hand to the outside edge of your right foot. And some of you may be able to also take your left hand to the inside edge. Maybe you can interlace your fingers at the bottom of your foot. But if you can, that's fine. You can just take your left hand on top of your left thigh. And so you're doing like a happy baby pose on the right side. If you have your fingers interlaced, really begin to draw that right knee closer to your right armpit. So you're kind of bypassing the rib cage. As you take the right knee out to the right, you find that you have a little bit more room to bring that knee a little bit closer to the rib cage. And then pause here for a moment, or you can kind of rock side to side. As you rock side to side, you may notice that if you go to, say, the right, you can feel a little bit more stretch. Wherever that is for you, wherever you feel the most stretch, just pause there for a moment. And then close your eyes as you bring that right knee closer to your body. Really deep compression of the right hip. And one more inhale and exhale it out. And then release that leg and kind of shake it out. Tremor it, let it tremor a little bit, let it shake. A lot of times these tremors actually help you release some of the deep held tension. And then lower the right foot down, bring the left knee to your chest, interlace the fingers around the shin. You can rotate that left ankle. Notice if there's one little sticky part where your ankle doesn't want to go. See if you can actually let your ankle go all the way around the circle in one direction and then all the way to the opposite direction. And then take your hands to your hamstring, extend the left leg up towards the sky as you point your toes. And as you exhale, flex the knee, bend the knee, bring it to your chest. And do that a few more times. Inhale. This is called nerve gliding. Doesn't really, it's not intended to make you feel a whole lot of movement or a whole lot of stretch. We're really just gliding, allowing the nerves to glide alongside the tendons and the muscles. So inhale, point the toes, send the toes up towards the sky. Exhale, flex the foot, bend the knee, bring the knee to your chest. Let's just do 2 more times together. Inhale, extend, and exhale. And last one, inhale, extend the leg, point the toe. Exhale, flex the foot, bend the knee, bring the knee to your chest. And then once you come down here, grab the outside edge of your left foot, send that foot up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can grab the inside edge and interlace the fingers. But please don't force any of the moves. We're not here to compete with anyone or anything or put our bodies in any shape that it doesn't want to go. So make sure it feels good. You might feel a little bit of a discomfort, but it doesn't mean that you're tolerating any pain. If you like to, you can just rock side to side. And if you feel like you feel this stretch a little bit more when you go to one direction, just pause there. Wherever you're feeling the stretch more. On this side, I feel it more to the right, so I'm just going to hold it here for a moment and really breathe into that compression, deep compression of the left hip. And then as you're ready, send that left leg up and just kind of shake it out a little bit. You can shake it as fast as you want to, like little vibrations going down the leg. And then bring both knees to your chest, grab outside edges of both feet. Now we're gonna go to happy baby pose. And you're just gonna rock side to side. So really massaging your low back. Just kind of have fun with it, be playful, going side to side. And then breathing, being happy that you're here, you made it here, taking the first big step. The hardest step is actually making it on your mat. And then bend both knees, bring both knees to your chest. You can either rock up and down your spine, or if that doesn't feel good, just roll over to one side. And we're all gonna eventually come up to tabletop pose. So if you're rocking up and down the spine, just rock all the way to the base of your skull and then come back up to your sit bones, and let's just rock and roll a little bit more and then coming all the way back up. Cross your ankles, please, and come to tabletop pose. So on all fours, making sure that all the joints are stacked. So that means shoulders on top of the wrist, hips on top of the knees. Inhale, lift the chest up, untuck your toes so the top of your feet are pressing down. As you exhale, pull the belly around the back, and then you can flex the knees. That means bending the knees, bring the heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. We'll move again. Inhale, bring the top of your feet down as you lift the chest up, send the tailbone up. Exhale, begin to pull your belly in, drop the head, tuck your tail, and then bend the knees so you bring your heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. And one more time, inhale, come into your cow pose, lift the chest, send the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come into your cat pose, except that your cat is kind of kicking itself in the butt. So bring the heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. And then lower the feet down. Take a nice deep inhalation. Send that right leg back behind you. As you exhale, bend that right knee. Take the right knee behind the left knee. Bring the right knee down to the floor. And then lean over to the side. As you lean over to the side, you can either stay on your hands, or maybe some of you feel free to bring your elbows down, drop your head down. You feel that nice deep stretch in the low back. Breathe into whatever tension you're feeling, if it's the hips, if it's the low back, maybe it's the neck and the shoulders. Just send your breath to that space as if you have a massage therapist working on that space. And then come back to the center, please. Put your hands down, inhale. Send that right leg back behind you again. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Let's move back and forth between a low lunge and an Ardha Hanumanasana half split. So let the chest lift, let the hips drop, and then exhale. Take your hips all the way back to your left heel as you flex the right toes. 2 more times. Inhale, coming into a low lunge. Let the hips drop, just really lubricating the hips here. And exhale, take your hips all the way back to your left heel, flex the right toes. And once again, inhale, coming forward into your low lunge, lift the chest up. Exhale, take it back into your half split. And then this time, as you come into your low lunge, you can plant your left hand on the inside of that right foot. And then reach the right arm up towards the ceiling and stretch out your chest, open up your heart to the right. Breathe into your heart, breathe into the space behind the heart. And exhale, lower the right hand down and step that right knee back. Inhale, send the left leg back. Exhale, bend the left knee. Take the left knee behind the right knee and bring that left knee down to the floor as you lean your hips back. You can stay on your hands again, or if it feels good, you can come down on your forearms and really stretch back into the hips. So as maybe on this side you feel the stretch in a little different area, just notice that. Nice full breath in, exhale it out, let go of any tension you may be holding anywhere, including the jaws and the shoulders. And then with your next inhalation, please come back to your hands. Send that left leg back behind you again. As you exhale, draw the knee towards your chest and step the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, let the hips drop as you lift the chest up. Exhale, half split, Ardha Hanumanasana. Take your hips back, flex the left toes. 2 more times, inhaling. Coming into a low lunge, really just moving back and forth, trying to lubricate and flossing the hips. And exhale, take your hips back to your heel, flex the left toes. Once again, inhale. And go nice and slow, right? So we're not really in a rush to move. We actually want to feel the transitions from one pose to another. And then coming forward, please, come into your low lunge, plant your right hand down. Reach the left arm up towards the ceiling, stretch out the chest, stretch out the shoulders. Inhale, maybe your gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Breathe into that space in the heart and behind the heart. And then exhale, lower the left hand down, step the left knee back. Inhale, come back into your cow pose, lift the heart up. Exhale, this time tuck your toes under. And then lift the knees off the ground so you come into bear pose. So really drop the head down. Can you round the back, pull the belly in, pull your navel towards the spine, hover the knees off the ground, and then lower the knees down. Inhale, coming into your cow pose again. Bring the top of your feet down, stretch out the ankles. And as you exhale, we're going to go into bear pose again. So tuck your toes under, lift the knees up as you round the back. Can you get really big here? So press your mid back, low back, upper back towards the ceiling. And once again, come back into your cow pose with the top of your feet down. Stretch out the front side body. And as you exhale, go into your bear pose. Tuck your toes under, lift the knees up, round the back, stretch out your backside. Inhale, come into your cow pose and send with a neutral spine, send that right leg back behind you. Reach the left arm forward into bird dog. Reach in opposite directions. Exhale, lower the left hand down, right knee comes down. Inhale, send the left leg back behind you. Reach the right arm forward. Each time your hand is reaching forward, your hand is facing the midline of the body. Lower the right hand down, left knee comes down. Inhale, lift the left arm forward, right leg back. Exhale and down. Inhale, right arm forward, left leg back. Exhale and down. This is really a great movement for your spine. Strengthens all the core muscles in your back and front, and lengthening the spine, reaching in opposite direction, right arm forward, left arm back, left leg back. And then lower everything down. Inhale, lift the chest up into your cow pose. Exhale, this time as you tuck your toes under, lift the hips up into your downward facing dog. Walk your feet a little bit closer to your hands, please, and wide apart from each other. So maybe just your big toes are on your mat. Bend the knees deep as you reach the sits bones up towards the sky. Can you drop your head down so you're aligning your ears with your biceps? And then really just trying to reach the sits bones up towards the sky. Take a nice deep inhale and sigh it out. And then walk your feet all the way to the back of your mat. Come to a regular downward facing dog. Inhale, send the right leg all the way up and back. Exhale, take the right leg behind the left leg. And then you really have to bend deep into that left knee as you bring the right heel down towards the floor. So my ankles are crossed and my little toes are touching each other on the outside edges of my feet. My left knee is bent, my right heel is down on the floor, and I feel that beautiful stretch all the way from my Achilles tendon through the calves, through the hamstrings. Inhale, send the right leg back and up again. And then exhale, this time step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. So right foot comes out to the outside of the right hand. Bring the left knee down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, and you can bring your elbows down to the floor if you like to, into lizard pose. So let the head drop, deep opening for that right hip. You might also feel this in the left hip flexor, the front of the thighs, on the left hip, left thighs. Inhale. Press your hands down once again. Tuck your left toes under, left knee comes off the ground so you're not in a runner's lunge. And then send that right leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Send the left leg all the way up and back. Exhale, cross the left leg behind the right leg so the ankles are crossed. You're gonna bend that right knee so deep that you can bring the left heel down towards the floor. Drop the head down. Feel that nice stretch in that left Achilles tendon, in the left calf, all the way up to the hamstring. Press both hands equally on your floor. Breathe into this. And then as you're ready, send the left leg all the way back again, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bring the right knee down to your mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, if it feels good and you have it in you, you can bring the forearms down to the floor into lizard pose. Otherwise, just stay on your hands, please. Inhaling, lift and exhale. Let that left hip stretch. Maybe on this side you feel it more in the right hip flexor. Just notice where you're still holding the tension. We all hold it in different spots. So breathe into that spot wherever it is. And then as you're ready, come on back up on your hands, please, and send the left leg back, downward facing dog. So we're gonna flow a little bit here. Inhale, lift the right leg all the way up. Exhale, cross the right leg behind the left leg. Bend the left knee, reach the right heel down towards your floor. Inhale, send the right leg back and up again. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Bring the left knee down to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up. Now pause here for a moment as you bring the hands behind you. So options are, you can grab opposite elbows, or you can bring your hands in prayer pose and then let the thumbs come to the nape of your neck, and then you lift the chest up into a back bend. So the elbows are lifting up towards the ceiling. Your gaze is to the horizon, and you're creating a beautiful back bend, stretching out the pectoralis muscles and the shoulders and the upper back. And then slowly release the hands down to the floor. Come back into runner's lunge. Pick up that left knee off the ground and step the right foot back. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, cross the left leg behind the right leg. So bend the right knee, bring the left heel down to the floor. Inhale, send the left leg all the way up and back. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Drop the right knee down to your mat. Inhale, lift the arms up into your low lunge, either grabbing opposite elbows, or you can bring your hands in prayer pose and bring the thumbs to your neck. And then lifting the chest up. So here you really want to just focus on lifting the front side of your body, lifting the sternum up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower the hands back down to the floor. Tuck the right toes under, right knee comes up, and step the left foot back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here. As you exhale, bend the knees deep, walk, jump or float your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway up so your body is parallel to the floor. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your hands to your hips, come all the way up to standing. Bring your big toes together, heels are an inch apart. Bend the knees deep. Inhale, come into your chair pose, reach up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana, plant your hands down, step your left foot back, right foot back, come to plank pose and downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, cross the right leg behind the left leg. Bend the left knee, stretch out the right calf. Inhale, send the right leg up again. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. This time, spin that left foot flat. Come on up your first warrior, warrior one. Open up your arms, lift up the arms towards the ceiling. And then either bring your hands together again, or you can grab opposite elbows. If your hands are together in prayer pose, bend the elbows back, bring the thumbs to your neck, and then lift the chest up. Press through the outside edge of that left foot, opening out into the chest and the heart space. And then as you exhale, reach the arms back up again, and then open up into your warrior two. So adjust your stance so that you can really bend deep into that right knee without letting the right knee go beyond the toes. Turn the right palm up, reverse your warrior, reach back, inhale. And then we're gonna reach forward again. Come into extended side angle pose, reach the left arm forward. Keep that right knee bent, reverse your warrior again, reach back, exhale back into extended side angle pose. Once again, inhale, reach back, reverse your warrior, keep the right knee bent, exhale, extended side angle pose, and then lower the left hand down, left heel comes up, and revolve lunge. Reach the right arm up. Inhale, lengthen the spine, exhale and twist to the right. Inhale here, as you exhale, lower the right hand down and step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, take the left leg behind the right leg. Bend the right knee deep, bring that left heel down to the floor. Inhale, send the left leg up again, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Spin your back foot flat. Inhale, reach the arms up into your warrior one. Either grabbing your elbows or bring your hands in prayer pose and then bend the elbows back, bringing your thumb to your neck. Lift the chest up. Inhale. Open up into your heart and the chest and the shoulders, and then reach the arms up again. And exhale, now open into warrior two. So step your right foot back a little bit so your stance is nice and wide. Turn the left palm up, reach back behind you, reverse your warrior. And exhale into extended side angle pose, reach the right arm forward. Let's do that again 2 more times. Inhaling, reach back, stretch out the left side. Exhale, reach forward, stretch out the right side. And once again, inhale, reach back, stretch out the left side, and exhale, reach forward. Stretch out the right side body in the extended side angle pose. Lower the right hand down. Pick up the right heel off the ground, revolve lunge to the left. Reach the left arm all the way up and over, inhaling. Exhale, lower the left hand down, step the left foot back, downward facing dog. And then here you can do your vinyasa or stay here in your down dog. If you want to do your vinyasa, come to top of the push-up, lower down to bottom of the push-up. Inhale, roll the chest open into upward dog or cobra, and exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees deep. At the bottom of your exhalation, walk, jump or float your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Bring your hands to your hips, come all the way up to standing. Bring your big toes together, heels are 1 inch apart. Inhale, sit into your chair as you reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down to the earth. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands down. Step your right foot back, left foot back. Come to top of the push-up and lift the hips up, downward facing dog. We'll add on one more thing to our sequence. Right leg goes up. Inhale, exhale, right leg crossed behind the left leg. Bend your left knee, stretch out the right calf. Inhale, reach the right leg up again. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Spin your left foot flat. Inhale, come on up to your first warrior. Exhale, bend that right knee deep. Your choice of the arms. You can either grab opposite elbows or bring your hands in prayer pose, lift the chest. Inhale. Now this time, reach the arms up and then take your arms out to the side. Pick up that left heel off the ground. Cross the left elbow underneath the right, and then wrap your arms twice if you can. Or you can bring the back of your hands together. Shift your weight forward, press through the bottom of that right foot, float the left leg up behind you, and then take that left leg all the way and cross the left knee on top of the right knee and sit into your eagle pose. So as you come into your eagle pose, really squeeze your groin together, really squeezing your armpits as you're reaching the fingertips up. The lower you sit down, the easier this pose is, believe it or not. And then see if you can bring everything to the center seam of your body. Take a nice deep breath here. Star pose, send the left leg out, reach the arms all the way up. And then coming all the way back towards the center. So take that left leg back behind you. Bend the right knee deep, land on your left toes. High lunge, crescent pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, spin the left foot flat, come back into warrior two. And we've arrived at warrior two. Right palm up, reach back behind you, reverse your warrior, extend that side angle. So you've done this a couple of times already. Right arm behind you, reverse your warrior, and forward, extend the side angle. And back behind you, reverse your warrior, and extend the side angle. Lower the left hand down to the floor, pick up that left heel off the ground. Right arm reaches up into revolve lunge. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the right hand down, step the right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the left leg up. Exhale, cross the left leg behind the right leg. Bend the right knee, lower the left heel down towards the floor. Inhale, send the left leg up again, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Spin your back foot flat. Inhale, come on up to your first warrior. Your choice of arms, so hands together, prayer pose. Bring the thumbs to your neck, or you can just grab opposite elbows, lifting the chest up. Inhale. And then reach the arms all the way up, exhaling. And as you're ready, we're gonna move now. So pick up that right heel off the ground, please. Bring the hands to your heart center, inhale. And then as you reach forward, so shifting your weight forward to the left leg, take your right leg all the way out to the side, swing it over, cross that right knee on top of the left knee. Take your arms out to the side, and then right elbow underneath the left. So either cross twice, wrap twice if you want to, or you can bring the back of your hands together. Sitting back into your eagle pose, squeezing the groin, squeezing the armpits, but at the same time, lifting the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And see if you can bring everything to the center seam of your body. And then now we're going to go into star pose. So release that right leg out to the right, reaching the arms up. Star pose, inhale. Take that right leg back behind you. We're going to land into our high lunge, Anjaneyasana, landing on your right toes, reaching the arms up, high lunge, and then come back into your warrior two. Open out to the side. Turn the left palm up, reverse your warrior, reach back, inhale, and exhale, extend that side angle pose, reaching forward. 2 more times. Inhale, reach back, stretch it back. Exhale and reverse and extend the side angle. Last one, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extend that side angle pose, and then lower the right hand down to the floor, right heel comes up, and revolve lunge, reaching the left arm up. Inhale here. As you exhale, lower the left hand down, step the left foot back, downward facing dog, and then we're going to do our final vinyasa. So come to top of the push-up, and if you want to skip it, that's fine. You can stay in your down dog or come to child's pose. Lower down to bottom of the push-up. Inhale, lift the chest up, cobra or upward facing dog, and exhale, press back to downward facing dog, and everybody come to your knees and roll back to child's pose. So in your child's pose, you can stack your hands and rest your forehead on top of your stacked hands. Or if you want to make it a little bit more active, you can reach your fingertips towards the top of your mat as you bring the forehead down. Breathe into your upper back, mid back, and low back. And then gently press yourself up. Come to tabletop pose, please. Inhaling 3 cat-cows, lifting the chest up. Exhale, pull the belly around the back, neutralizing the spine. Inhaling into your cow pose, exhaling into your cat. And once again, inhale into your cow pose, lift the heart, exhale into cat. And then I'm going to give you different options here. So if you want to, you can go into pigeon prep, which means that you're going to send that right leg back and step the right knee in between your hands. You're going to bring your hips down and stay in your back bend in pigeon prep. If you don't like to do this and you really don't want to do it, either way is fine. You can come on your back with your right ankle on top of the left knee, figure 4. So choose whatever you want to do. We're going to stay in that for 2 minutes. So either pigeon prep with the left leg back, right leg forward, or extended side angle pose. If you're in pigeon prep, we're going to move a little bit in this pose. So inhale, lift the chest, exhale, and roll down. And 2 more times. Inhale, lift the heart, stretch out the front side of your spine. Exhale and roll down, just like a wave, bringing the forehead down. Once again, inhale, lift the heart, exhale and roll down. And then this time as you roll down, you can bring your elbows down, or you can stack your hands, bring your forehead down. And if you're in figure 4, just pause there. We'll catch up with you. If you're in pigeon prep, let that left hip melt down towards the floor. Wherever you are, really the focus is the right hip piriformis here. So can you soften through that piriformis? Most of the tension is caused by resistance or kind of tightening as we go into a pose. So See if you can just try, do your best to relax in that right hip. We're almost there, so keep breathing. One more deep breath into that right hip. And then as you're ready, we're just going to switch sides. So if you're on figure 4, just go ahead and switch to the left side. If you're in pigeon prep, lift the chest up. Send that right leg back behind you. And if you need to move that right hip in any direction or any way, you can shake it out or do whatever it feels good. And then just come to the left side. So send the left leg back, bring the left knee towards your chest, step the left knee in between your hands as you extend the right leg back. Inhale, lift the chest. We're gonna fold forward 3 times. Exhale and fold. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the chest, very wave-like motion in the spine. Exhale and fold. And last one. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale and fold, and then come down wherever you are. If you're in figure 4, just pause there. 2 minutes, close your eyes. And see if you can really just let go of any tension you may be holding in that left hip. Any kind of clenching or gripping or squeezing that hip. Just release any kind of clenching. Almost there, so just breathe into the left hip. And then as you're ready, gently begin to lift the chest up again, putting your hands flat on the floor. If you are on your back, come back to tabletop pose, please. We're all going to be on all fours. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, pull the belly around the back and lean your hips back into child's pose for just a moment. Bring the forehead down towards the floor. And then lift the chest up, cross your ankles, and please come onto your back. So everybody come on your back, bend your knees, put your feet flat on the floor. And then bring the right knee to your chest as you extend the left leg out. Flex the left foot. Take your left hand to the outside of that right knee. And as you put your right foot on top of the left thigh, just twist to the left. If this feels good, you can stay here. If you like to go a little bit deeper, you can bend that left knee, the bottom leg, and see if you can take your right hand to your left ankle. And pause here. Maybe some of you would like to extend the right leg and grab the outside edge of your right foot with the left hand. This is called cat pulling its own tail. So I don't know where that name came from, but your right hand is holding on to your left foot and your left hand is holding on to your left foot. And if you feel like you're struggling to get here, just release it. You don't need to come into some weird pose that your body doesn't feel okay with. And then gently release. Bend both knees, stack the knees on top of one another. And then bring the feet back, bring the knees back up, put your feet flat on the floor. Draw the left knee to your chest as you extend the right leg out. Take the left foot on top of your right thigh. Take the right hand to the outside of the left knee. Take it into a twist. If this feels good, by all means, please stay here and just enjoy this twist. If you want to go experience something else, something else is not necessarily better, but you can bend that bottom leg and then take your left hand and grab your right toes. And then you can do the same thing with the left leg. So I don't have a whole lot of room on this side, but you can take your right hand to the outside of the left foot and then see if you want to stretch it out that way. And so try not to struggle here with any poses. If you got it, you got it. If you don't have it, it's okay. Be at peace with it. Notice if your chin is lifting up, can you bring the chin a little bit closer to your chest? And then nice and slowly release. Bring your knees back up to the center. Windshield wiper your knees side to side, please. And then draw the knees to your chest, hug your knees in, rock a little bit side to side on your back. And as you're ready, we are ready for our final pose, Shavasana. So extend your legs out. Let the arms rest comfortably next to your body. Palms are open. Let the back of your head rest comfortably on the floor. Close your eyes. Check in with your heart. Check in with your brain, mind. Check in with your belly. Check in with your hips and knees and ankles. Check in with the palms of your hands. Feel the sensation in the palms of your hands. Feel the flow of energy throughout your body. Maybe you find some body parts tingling and feel a sensation of movement, flow of energy. Just notice all these nuances. As you're ready, gently begin to deepen your breath. Draw one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Notice which nostril you're breathing out of a little bit easier. Roll over to that side and pause for a moment. And then with the strength in your top arm, press yourself to a comfortable seat, please. Bring in your hands to the heart center. Bow down to yourself. Thank you so much for creating this time to be here, to take care of yourself. And I really appreciate your time showing up on your mat and spending your hour with me. Namaste.